Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales, dirty discussions with Kiki and Medinah Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Gooch Juice. It's 1 part Henny, 1 part grape juice, and then of course you're going to need some ice. So you're going to take all of those ingredients, shake it up in a cocktail shaker, pour it into a cocktail glass, and enjoy Gooch Juice. Doesn't that sound tasty?
I don't. No, not at all. I don't want no Gooch Juice. Did you drink that?
No, I didn't actually drink that, but I did taste some Gooch this weekend.
Oh, what did it taste like? Grape juice?
Well, I think it reminds me of grape juice. I suggest to mix the Hennessy with grape juice, one, because it's different, and when are you ever mixing Hennessy with grape juice? But grape juice is so sweet that it would probably be similar to mixing Hennessy with apple juice, and Hennessy with apple juice is really good. And I said grape juice because balls are like, little grapes.
Big grapes. I've never seen no balls that look like little grapes. Welcome back to Cocktails Dirty Discussions, you guys. So wait a minute. Why were you tasting Gooch Juice this weekend? What were you doing this weekend?
Oh, girl, Lieutenant Bay came to town.
Oh, did he?
Ooh. It was very unexpected. He popped up and we had a good old time. He was here for pleasure and business, so I couldn't see him all the time, but every night I slept in his bed. He came over to my place, and for the first time, we fucked in my bed.
Oh, wow.
Because normally I'm traveling to him or we're going somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
He was like, let me mark my territory. I said, come on then,
Ooh.
Daddy.
Ooh. Do you call him Daddy?
I call him Daddy all the time in regular conversation. Like, even on the phone, I'll be like, what'd you say, Daddy? Okay, Daddy.
All right. I cannot. So what else has been going on?
I had a pretty good weekend. I am getting ready for Paradise and Vibe yoga retreat finally. And it's from May 1st to May 6th. That is long, first of all.
Yeah.
So I am going to normally I'm a last minute packer. I'm really going to try not to do that because some of the just going to Jamaica, they are very strict with these COVID laws. So
yeah,
some of the listeners, I know some of y'all are going, make sure you have a COVID test within 72 hours of your departure. I am leaving on the 1st. I got my COVID test today and they were like, no, you got to go get it tomorrow or the day after. I was like, oh my God, I got to stick that thing up my nose again. So you want to make sure you guys have those COVID tests within 72 hours from your departure. You also want to check your emails because we sent out the Jamaica travel documents. It takes 24 hours to process those documents. So make sure you go ahead and fill those out. Don't wait until Friday. Just do it now. Also,
well, they're going to hear this after you get back.
Oh my goodness.
So I hope you guys did all of that. Otherwise, this is just going to be a reminder that you missed your damn trip.
That you missed the trip to Jamaica, and we had a blast. It's so funny, though, because I hit up Ayana, a.k.a. Yoga Bay, who is the host of the event, and I was like, hey, I'm really stressed out packing. I don't know if because she's earthy. Yoga people are like earthy and like no makeup and being all natural. And I was like, I'm packing like thong bikinis, heels, like thoughty Fashion Nova pieces. Like, is this that type of vibe? Because I do want to fit in somewhat. Like, I know we're going to have a party. Are people going to really be dressed? Or y'all going to just be in like wraparounds and Erykah Badu sandals? And I was like, I'm kind of like, but yeah, I'm like, are we like earthy or are we hot girl summer vibes? She was like, girl, hot girl summer vibes all day. So bring a little bit of both. I said, okay, thank you. I was scared to ask because I didn't want them to be like, oh, you trying to come and really turn up? We trying to be one with ourselves. But I'm glad it's balanced. And y'all already went. So that's great. Kiki, I wanted to ask you, have you watched the show Snowfall?
So I have only watched 2 episodes of the first season, and I could not get past the first 2 episodes. So I'm like the last man standing who is not watching it.
I just started watching it. It is so good.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of clips here and there. I've heard of it. I know the main guy is Franklin, but that's about all I know.
Franklin is fine. Franklin could get it.
He
really
is.
has a British accent.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Love
I'm
it.
familiar with the actor now. The show, not so much. With the actor, I love me a chocolate man. So when I see I find one on TV, I'm going to do my Googles, a little IMDb research. What else you in?
I also wanted to ask you, because when Lieutenant Bay came here, there were some spots that he wanted to go. One of my friends opened up a restaurant called Sea Salt, and it's a whole bunch of niggas that go there. Every time I go there, it's niggas there, and I be with the owner. So he was like, well, let's go to that place you're always going to. And Kiki, I got anxiety instantly because
Why?
I feel some type of way bringing somebody that I really care about around like niggas that might flirt with you, that might not be okay with you bringing a nigga to the establishment. Even though we don't have to go to their section, it would be like weird. Do you ever feel like that? Like bringing someone you're dating around niggas that be the section niggas that pay for everything?
No, because... Yeah, no. A lot of times, the section niggas that I knew, I used to fuck them, so I'm not coming around. And then if it's some that I didn't, no, I wouldn't feel weird about it. Because they know, like, you off limits. I probably fucked your friend, so I just, that hasn't happened. Well, how was it?
We didn't
Did y'all go?
I was like, no.
Oh. You was really like, the anxiety is taking over. I'm not fucking with it. Yeah. I mean.
We just didn't go. But,
Oh, dang.
How was your weekend? Y'all were looking mighty fine in Miami.
Thank you. It was a lot of bad bitchery going on. We had a fabulous time. We really didn't plan that much, and some of the stuff that we wanted to do didn't quite work out, but everything ended up working out great in the end. There were supposed to be more people there, but it ended up just being me, Lex, and Drea. We had, and then Drea's other friend from Houston came for like a day for her birthday, and Jazz, and that was so much fun. We went out. We went to a strip club. We went to some nice restaurants. I actually ran into some of my old section nigga friends at the strip club.
Come on, section.
And I was like, what y'all doing out here? I ran into so many. They didn't, but I was in one. So that's all that matters. We met these guys. Okay, so you know how last time we had talked about breakfast at Barney's and how that guy just paid our tab and like what's the proper etiquette. So I wanted to make sure I brought it up because a similar situation happened. So the guys, I'll be honest, they did not pay our tab, but that was fine. So we went to this restaurant called Komodo. Have you ever been?
I haven't, but I've heard great things.
Yes, it is fabulous place. There were so many men, and like there were a lot of good looking men.
Black men
and
or the Latinos?
Black men. Black men everywhere. I mean, it was like you look upstairs, you look outside, you look to the left, you look to the right. It was everywhere. The diamonds were dancing on everybody, and we were just like, whoo. And then when we were walking to the table, so we come in, they seat us. When we were walking to our table, there was this long table of a bunch of guys. I looked at them, sized them up. Some of them looked like they had a little shmoney. Some of them did not. But there were lots of cuties at the table and just men. They look kind of young. I was thinking like mid-20s, like definitely not in their 30s. They didn't look like it to me. And then I just assume football. My radar is on point. My radar is on point because that's exactly what it was. So they saw us when we walked past the table. It was a lot of ass walking by. They couldn't miss us. So we sit down, and eventually their server comes over to the table and was like, hey ladies, there's a table of gentlemen over there and they want to buy you guys some shots. So we're like, oh, well, okay, yes. And he was like, and if it, because we were looking kind of like, which table? Because we did see a lot of tables of men. And table so he 60. Was like, if it, right. So he was like, what did he say? He was like, if it helps, they're NFL players. And we were like, we like you already. So anyway, We get the shots. Eventually the shots come over. We're eating, having a good time. But then we're like, ask them why, when he delivers the shots, we tell him to like, tell the guys that we said thank you, but why didn't they come over to take shots with us? So then they ended up saying, oh, we'll take the next round with you guys. Okay, cool. So we're like, we'll eat and then we'll go over there. I guess our go over there was taking too long for one of the girls with us. And she was like, y'all want me to go talk to him? Sure, girl. So she goes over there. She's so funny and she's just like so fearless with everything. She'll go to a club by herself and everything. She just be kicking it. And
is this Lex?
She's not shy. No, not Lex. The other girl, Jazz.
Oh.
You don't know her. So Jazz goes over there. She was like, all right, we're going to booby trap. So it's all cool. Well, eventually we decide we're going to go to the bathroom. That'll be our excuse to get up. And that's why we're going to go talk to the guys. So we go to the bathroom, but we really had to pee. So we go to the bathroom and we're like, we'll be right back because they stopped us. And then this girl in the bathroom was like, y'all are the most beautiful women in here. I'm here with my homeboy. It's his birthday and I want to invite y'all to come out with us. We'll take care of everything. Don't worry about it. You're going to have a good time wherever we go. We're going to go here because that place has a lounge in it too. We're going to go here. We're going to go some other places. Like everything going to be cool. So we were like, oh, well, we got options now because we really had no plan outside of going to dinner at this place. And our dinner was like at 12 o'clock. So anyway, long story short, we didn't go with those people, with the girl from the bathroom. We went with the other guys. We went to the strip club. We had so much fun, drank way too much tequila. Lex, no, we went to Booby Trap. Okay. It's called Booby Trap on the river. So Lex don't really drink tequila. So everybody is like trying to make her take shots. Not me, because I get it. So I was like, girl, just pour your shot in my cup and put your water in it. They won't know. They can't see. They drunk. So she kept dumping her drinks in there and pretended to take shots like, ooh, it burns. You know, she's silly. It was just a great time. We did that. We got to go to the beach. I ran into some old coworkers. And then we ended up having a Golden Girls night because we were supposed to take a nap and then go out. We woke up at like 2 a.m. and started eating birthday cake. But it was a great... It was a great time. The place we stayed at was super cute, very spacious. It was just a good trip. And that's the first time I've taken a trip with them. Like we've been in the same city at the same time, but we've never gone somewhere together. And it was a really, really good time. So it was definitely a weekend that I needed. Yeah. But you talked about packing early. So me and Drea did not really pack. The night before, she had a birthday dinner and then we went out afterwards. We weren't originally going out. I took a nap for like 45 minutes and then went to the airport because I don't know why we booked an early ass flight, but we all got on this early ass flight. I just scooped up, I had done laundry. I was drunk packing my bag and I just put all this stuff in my bag. Girl, I brought a pair of slides and one pair of heels. What was I thinking? And so
what were you thinking?
I had some swimsuits. Well, I guess I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking. I thought I had matched up my swimsuits already. So when I'm scooping the stuff into the bag, I'm thinking that it was going to come together. I had enough outfits for everything that we did, but I was pushing it and I was like, never again. I need to pack in advance because I was struggling. But it was a good time.
Oh.
And then, okay, so this is the other thing I want to tell you. I don't know what's been going on, but I feel like I go through these waves where sometimes, believe it or not, I don't want to have sex. It's not on my mind. I might not even masturbate. And that's just not typical for me because usually I'm a very horny woman. I don't know what's going on right now, but I have been extremely, extremely horny and I'm going to have to fix that and not by myself. So hopefully I have some juicy stories to tell y'all.
Did you exchange numbers with any of them NFL players?
We'll talk about that another time. We'll talk about that another time. But I have gone on some dates, so that's good. Love life is picking up. I mean, I ain't in love or nothing, but it's nice to go out and just try again to date and be open about it. I've had some good dates so far, so I hope it keeps going this way. Because if not, I'm going to be sad. But it's going good right now, and I'm just like, I'm vaxxed and waxed. I'm going to be saying that every week. I'm vaxxed and waxed and ready to go.
Oh, well,
ready
it must
to go.
be good date season. Speaking of good date season, you guys want to make sure you are always prepared down there. You want to make sure it's tasty. So get your taste vitamins. Use code CockTales10. You'll get the bestie discount, 10% off.
Yeah, so you guys make sure that you click the link in the description box and use code CockTales10, that's CockTales10, to get the bestie discount. Another thing that we need to tell y'all about. So there's this company. It's called Dame Products, and it's owned by women. They have women engineers on the team, and I think that's really important when you are talking about sex toys, because nobody's gonna know our body better than other women. So Dame Products offers all these different really nice sex toys. They have some lubes and arousal creams. They have toys that are good for solo play as well as couple stuff. They got little kits, all sorts of things that you can get. And so I went to the website and I was browsing and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to get. And I thought about getting this one. It's on their bestsellers. They have like a bestseller tab, and it looks like a little man because it has like these wings that kind of look like arms. And basically the toy, you put the wings in your labia, or you put them around your labia so that it gets in there really good and you don't have to like use your hands. Huh?
I said, come on, labia.
Oh, yeah. You put it in there. It's going to stimulate your clit. It has a 3-speed motor. And it just stays out of the way so that you can really focus on having your orgasm. But I didn't get it because I wanted something handheld because, like I said, I need my sex life to get spicier. And so I wanted to have some toys where I could use it myself, show somebody else how to use it, and then hand it over and let them do the work. So I'm still hands free with it, you know? And I also got an arousal cream. So I'm going to try that out and let y'all know what I think about it. But I'm really excited. So what I ordered was the Kip and the Air. AER, and they look really good. Oh, and the arousal serum. So I'm really excited to try it.
I am excited to try it too. I'm not going to take yours because I ordered the same exact thing. I ordered they're all clit stimulators. So I was like, that is my thing. It feels really good. I can't wait to try it out. Order the same exact thing. Y'all, it is waterproof. The batteries last very long. That is key to a sex toy. They're made with medical grade silicone, and most of all, lots of love because it's woman owned. They know what we like. The best part is that Dame offers hassle-free returns within 60 days. So your satisfaction is literally guaranteed. So you should be good either way. Y'all check it out.
That's really important so that you're not, if you get a toy, because they're not cheap toys because they're made so well and it's like good quality toys. So when you buy a piece,
you can tell by the pictures.
When you go to the website, you'll get it. But it's like, it's just important. So to know that you can buy a toy and if it's not getting you off like you needed to, that you can return it within 2 months, that is great. So you guys, enough of us talking about it. You just make sure you head on over there. Get your products. If you're not sure what to do, they do have a quiz on the website that'll help you filter through the toys and figure out what's going to be best for you. Because if you're new to toys or you haven't really had a lot of stuff, you might not know what you like. So just head over to Dame Products. That's DAME, dameproducts.com/CockTales, CockTales, for 10% off. And now we can go ahead and move on to weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
So, Medinah, I know you love kissing. You're the kissing connoisseur. I want to know.
I am.
What would you do if this happened to you? Okay. So, this woman in her 20s, she's in southern China. She went to the hospital because she was suffering from sudden deafness. She told the doctors that she had been kissing this guy, her boyfriend, the day before. turns out what happened is, I don't know what kind of face sucking they were doing, but he was going in because the kiss ended up reducing the pressure in her mouth and pulled her eardrum out and caused a breakdown of the ear. That's what the hospital said. Her hearing is expected to return after about 2 months. But I know if it was me, I'd want to pull his fucking tongue out. Why are you sucking my ear so hard that I go deaf? I don't want to kiss like that.
I would be so mad, and I wonder if they broke up. I remember one time getting a kiss so hard from someone. You know, sometimes people like sucking tongues. The dude was sucking my tongue so hard. His heart, I felt like it was going to rip. I was like, I literally had to smack him like, bro, this is not Laffy Taffy. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's just, if that's how you're kissing, let me tell you, that ain't it.
Eardrums?
You don't need to be a Dyson vacuum to somebody's face, having them go deaf. Like, what? I can't even cuss you out because I can't hear myself, so I don't know how my words gonna sound. Anyway, that's Weird Sex. If you guys see any stories, DM them to me or email them to me. I appreciate it. And here's a little clip from the most recent bonus episode. But today, I want to go back to doing the recaps of the shows that we've been watching. So, ain't nobody wearing no damn costumes at a family reunion. Drew Sidora, you're an African-American woman. You are not wearing that. You're not. Come on now. You get a t-shirt with the Walker family reunion with a tree in the middle and people's names sometimes on there and some kids running around at the bottom. You have a barbecue. You might have a lot of church services depending on your family. You might have a talent show. Y'all gonna pray a lot. It's gonna be some green beans out the can and potato salad served at some point and them dry ass dinner rolls. Maybe she just wanted to be a hoe for a night but don't want to talk about it with her child when she grows up and sees this shit. But I was at a situation where some hoe shit was going on, but there was no code about this was a secret or nothing. So I figure if it's just like we're all out in the open, hell, the windows are open, the neighbors can see us. It's some hoe shit, you know, is secret hoe shit, and some stuff is just like, this is just what you do when you turn up.
So we haven't played a game in a really long time, so we're gonna just do a quick little, I'm curious to know, y'all know how it is. So I'll go first.
Okay.
Kiki. I am curious to know what your sex moans sound like. Give an example.
Oh, God.
Not you're about to come moan, just like the normal moans.
It's just like, like that.
Oh, that was great.
Very, very breathy. I'm very breathy with it. I don't say a lot of words. Okay. I'm curious to know, how often do you wash your bedding?
I wash it. I used to be bad at that. I wash it once a week. So okay. I typically try to do it every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have an
That's
animal.
A good day to clean.
Yes. I put on the Temptations and I get to work. Okay. Kiki, how do you want to feel during sex? I saw Shambooty and her husband talk about this on Instagram the other day, and she was like, a lot of the times people assume how someone wants to feel, but how do you really want to feel during sex? For example, do you want to feel slutty? Do you want to feel lusted? Do you want to feel romanced? How do you really want to feel when you're having sex?
Lusted. I want to feel lusted. I want to feel like you just want to see everything that's going on. You don't have to hit the lights. I like them on. I want to feel like you just want to see everything. You want to feel everything. You want to taste everything, and you can't get enough. And I want you to run from me in the end.
Run?
Mm-hmm. Like, I can't take it anymore. Don't suck my dick. Don't touch me. I can't take it. You're a demon. That's how I want to feel. Mm-hmm.
He's a runner. He's a track star, y'all.
Okay, I'd be like, come back here. Bring that thing back here, boy. Where you going? Yeah. that, and if I don't feel like that in the end, it probably wasn't great, and I might be slightly disappointed. Okay, what has been a weird sexual request that you had from someone?
Okay, I won't go into detail because I'm going to go into detail in the discussion that we have. But most recently, I have been requested to get Thermiva, and I will
What is
explain what
that?
Thermiva is in
Oh.
the episode. Y'all are about to crack
Okay.
up. People who have had
Like-
children get it. Y'all know I have not had children.
Okay, I'm very, very curious to know more about that. That
was
is
our
a
last
strange
one.
request. Okay. All right. Well, you guys, we had some more drunk stories left. We just have one more. I probably shouldn't even play mine because I think I remember what the story is. I listened to it last week, and I'm just like, girl, why?
I probably shouldn't
Sometimes
even
I
play mine.
wonder.
We got to distort this nigga's voice. I'm like, sir, he didn't even really tell a story. He just gave a summary of what I am when I'm drunk.
Oh gosh. Let me see.
yeah.
Let me pull yours up. Distorting voices. I almost said, you know what? Actually, we can just save it. But okay. So you said he's just saying what you're like when you're drunk.
Yeah, so this is someone who I am, current with, and I get drunk with him a lot. It's crazy because he likes it when I get drunk. Like whenever I'm like going through my phases of not drinking, he's like, no, let's drink. I'm like, bro, like let me cleanse. So he has experienced me drunk quite often, and I feel like I saved the best for last because he gave a great summary.
Medinah is the most wonderful woman in the world, and I don't use it as a cliche. I'm really at a loss of words to describe how special she is to me, and how special I think she is. I'm really grateful and blessed that she is in my
Sounds
life.
like a prayer.
But when she gets drunk, she starts cursing me out, telling me I don't love her, telling me I don't want to be with her. But when I'm with her and she's drunk, she is very sexual. All the while, each time, she does not know what she did the next day. So she does need to stop drinking. When she's tipsy, she's cool. When she's drunk, she can be mean, nice, sweet, sexual. You never know what you're going to get.
I feel like, look, it's a great balance. You got to have balance, right, Key?
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it can't be that bad if he still come around after you've been mean. I've had that before.
Yeah,
I get it.
Wine, buying all the drinks.
Yeah, it's like they want to give you all the drinks. They want to have an open bar wherever you're going, basically. And then they don't want to deal with the consequences. It's like, so what if I turn into a sex demon or just a regular demon? Like, whatever is happening other times, maybe give me what I want. Where are my things?
Yeah, now.
Where's my, why aren't you here all the time? I can only imagine how you are. Ooh, girl. Okay, well, I really don't even want to play mine now because it is nothing too sweet in there. But let me just go ahead and pull it up. This is from one of my really good friends, and I'm pretty sure this is a story from Christmas night. Now, we went out. I wrecked her car. It was bad. It was a total accident. Now, she might say that I was drunk already. We drank a little bit, but she had me drive, and I don't need to be driving. Not just because of, we were going to go out drinking. I hate that we used to do that all the time. All of us just like going out, drinking. Very irresponsible. Wouldn't do it again. Do not recommend. That's not okay. But it's what happened. And, me and this girl, when we go out, can't nothing stop the functions. Okay. We are making it to wherever. Car wreck, who cares? We still turning up. And that is just a summary of what things are like with me and her. Okay, so let me see.
I remember this night.
So Kiara reached out to me to send her a story of a time she was drunk and did something embarrassing. One thing that is great about Kiara, and one of the reasons why we mesh so well, is because actually drunk Kiara is great. It's me who's the bad drunk or the super embarrassing drunk. Kiera, when she gets to the point where it could teeter towards embarrassing, Kiera will just go to sleep on your ass. She would go to sleep off that drunk, and then get up and she's ready to carry on with the party. So that being said, I have a time that was embarrassing that wasn't even a time we were super drunk. So this was back in our college days. We were super young, and it was during the time she was obsessed with Des Bryant. And it's actually a sad story, but in hindsight, I mean, it's a hilarious story, and it just shows how thick as thieves we are as friends. So it was a regular, weekend at home, and we decided we wanted to go out. We started off at our favorite neighborhood bar, Houlihan's, and the bartender already knew us there, so we were just throwing back drinks, having a great time there. We eventually moved on and went to another party at a bar. I think it was like in Addison or something. And we stayed there for a little bit until one of her friends had hit her up, letting us know that they were at a strip club. And this friend is good friends with Des Bryant, who at the time Kiera was obsessed over, even though we both had knowledge that he likes big girls. And when I say big girls, no, I don't mean thick. Basically, Kiera, it's not going to happen. Anyways, we get our ish and we head to the strip club. And at this time, I was into, different type of activities. So I had Kiera drive my car so that I can, do my thing. So she's driving my car. We're drunk. We're listening to music, having a good time. It's raining, so we should be paying attention to the road, which we're not. And we have a wreck in the middle of the freeway. The dude we hit is like a delivery guy who doesn't have any papers. So even though it was our fault, he didn't want no smoke. He's like, hey, you guys can go. I'm sorry. Is your car still driving? If y'all are okay, let's just leave before the police come and starts asking him questions.
Okay?
And so we're cool with it. We're like, okay, my car can drive. Let's just go. And we're trying to get ready to go. And of course, white people who don't mind their business, they step in like, what's this man doing to you two girls? We're calling the police right now. And the police end up coming, but the guy speeds away. We're scared because we have been drinking. So, we're trying to maintain face. The officer, looks at the car and he's like, hey, did y'all switch insurance? Can y'all drive? We give him the, that everything is okay. They okay. And he lets us go. So then while we're leaving, Kiera is so apologetic. I'm so sorry, girl. I don't even feel like doing anything. Let's just turn around and go home. And I was like, bitch, no, we're going to the strip club. You wanted to meet this man. The car's already wrecked. I'm already going to get in trouble. So we might as well just finish out the night strong. So we did. We went to the strip club. We met the guys. We had a great time, so much so that they were like, hey, we're about to leave the strip club. Come to our penthouse. Y'all follow us. Y'all can come. And we were trying to get out of it. We're like, oh, no, just send us the address. We'll meet y'all. We don't need to follow behind y'all. They're like, no, we insist. Y'all are girls. Y'all got to follow behind us. And we were like, okay, well, send us the address anyway in case we get lost. So we're stalling in the parking lot, trying to wait for them to pull off. We see that they started leaving, so we're like, okay, we can get on our car finally. And we pull out only to find that they didn't leave. They're like at the front of the strip club, I guess, waiting on us. So we pull up behind them, and clearly they could see we've been in the wreck. The hood of the car is smoking a little bit, and they were like, oh no, y'all not going nowhere. Matter of fact, we'll just call you guys a tow. And they towed us all the way from Dallas back to Arlington, and that was the end of our night. But it was so much fun. I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anybody else but Kiki, and it's a night that I'm never going to forget.
Girl, I thought that was going to be the end of our friendship. I thought she was going to be so mad. She did not care. Even I was like, okay, well, when we go back to school, I'm going to get my refund check. Let me know how much it costs. I'll at least pay your deductible because the insurance didn't cover it. She was like, girl, don't worry about it. That was a night to remember. And I totally forgot that Des Bryant was a part of that story. I used to be in love with that man. And I did meet him, and she was right. Nothing happened. It was It was just like, oh, y'all want some drinks? Like, everything was cool, but he was not checking for my ass at all. So, yeah,
that
was
terrifying, though, y'all. Don't drink and drive, really. We're talking to the early 20s.
Not at all. Like,
just,
and this is pre-Uber days. That's how old I am. And the taxi's not taking you from the club back to Grand Prairie in Arlington. Is not going to happen. So, yeah. Never do that. Never do that. Oh, yeah, I'll never forget that day.
So there we go. That was the last of our drunk stories. That was really fun. I enjoyed doing that. We should do that more often with other stories. Maybe we can get some of our
listening to other people's version. Yeah, and she gonna say it was our fault. I still remember Sandra was doing something else in the car. That's why she don't really remember. That man swerved all the way over because it was when the highway split. I'll never forget because my life flashed before my eyes. And I had a ticket I hadn't paid. That was the real issue. Because I was like, oh, I didn't pay this ticket. I hope it hasn't turned into a warrant. You know, when you're young, you're not responsible all the time with paying those tickets. They're too high. I was like, can I do community service? So I get another option. Because that's not going to happen. Okay, so anyway, we don't do that kind of stuff no more, but we're trying new things. That's what we're doing in our future. So aside from not drinking and driving like irresponsible children, I have been trying to, as far as dates go, like I said earlier, I've been going on dates. I have really been trying my hardest to step outside of my comfort zone with everything, except for where we're going on dates. Now that I still, have my own standards with the places that we go. But as far as the person, like what they look like, what I can see about them online, I'm just trying not to look too deep into that and just really go and just be open. I went on a date with a non-tall man.
How tall? Or how short?
He was not tall at all. I'm not sure. I don't want to ask. I was trying to measure. I had on heels, so I was about 5'7" in my heels. He was still taller than me, but I'm guessing he was a little shrimp, probably like 5'9". I don't even think 5'10". I'm thinking 5'9".
Was he little and little? Like little in height and little
He's
in
like a
body frame?
workout guy. So he wasn't really skinny, but I'm just like, I don't know, but just it's nothing wrong with him physically. I'm not saying he's an unattractive guy. He's just not my typical type. Like nothing about him is what I would go for. Hair long. Y'all know I like a baldy, low cut Caesar with the deep waves.
Or like
yes.
Okay.
Locks. I've never dated somebody with dreadlocks. I don't like braids. I say it all the time. I just like men with low haircuts or bald. That's typically what I go for. I really like that look. That was different. I actually met a couple of guys with locks. And so I have another date coming up with another one. That was in Atlanta.
All the T-Pains.
No, the ones in Florida, they had low haircuts. But it was the ones here in Atlanta with the locks. And then, just like... looks wise different, personalities different, voices different. Y'all know how I'm about voices, but that's okay. I'm trying something different. We'll see how it goes. I have been having fun, I will admit, and it's just nice to do something different and just see like, okay, how hung up are you on some of these things that you think that you're hung up on, and maybe not so much. I might be changing, y'all. I might have some growth.
Come on, growth. Growth. Look, I'm with the change and the new things. I too have been trying new things. I'm on the Bumble, and each day I'll swipe, or if I'm with friends, I'll let my friends swipe, because sometimes I'm like, maybe you guys will see something in someone that I won't see it. And so maybe
that's a good idea.
Attractive. Yeah, so they've been swiping. I've been having conversations with people. I don't think that I told this story on the show yet. I kind of said that I would and forgot. There was a guy that I met on Bumble. Instantly just said something wild to him. We were setting up a threesome. It didn't happen, but I was really proud of myself. I gave him my number. We were texting. He was like, it's my girl's birthday. It wasn't really his girl, but a girl that he was dealing with, and he was like, I think it's so funny when girls are from a different part of the country and you just feel the need to say it. He was like, she's from Colombia, and I was like, okay, I'm from Dallas. Does she want to know that? Like, you want to know where I'm from? You want to know my skin tone? Like, can I get a shout out for my hood? So he ended up, sending me pictures. We were kind of doing some dirty talking. It didn't happen, but I tried it. She was scared, and it didn't go through. And then he hit me up again and was like, hey, I found somebody else for us to have a threesome with. I was like, first of all, you're not my nigga.
What happened to Colombiana?
Right. Where is Colombiana? Like, and you're not my nigga. You're not just going to be bringing bitches and I'm going to be like, yeah. You found me in a mood. I was feeling it, trying new things, but not after that. No, the moment was over. So that was new. Another new thing, Lieutenant Bay requests that I get a procedure done. How often does that happen?
Okay, so yes, tell us about that.
Procedure done. So it's called Thermiva. I had never heard of it. Him and I were on the phone and we fell asleep on FaceTime. I had my phone in this little like stance and he is watching YouTube reviews. I wake up like, baby, what are you watching? He's like, I'll tell you about it tomorrow. He's like in a rabbit hole of Thermiva. So in the morning, I look at my phone, I have all these different links to articles about Thermiva, where I can get it done in Atlanta, the video reviews of women who have had it done, women who have given birth, might I say. So Thermiva
what is it?
It's a in-office non-surgical procedure that sends controlled thermal energy to the external and internal vagina tissues. So all of that means it makes your pussy tight. It makes your pussy tighter and brand new. A lot of women get it who have given birth. And
when you saw the links, were you instantly offended? Or were you like, ooh, what's this?
I was just like, well, it's at a spot where you can also get other procedures done. So I was offended. And then I was like, but if I can get this done too, then I won't be as offended. So I did say that though. I was like, so wait a minute. I was like, are you saying that my pussy is loose? Because that's never been an issue that I've had. I've also never given birth. So it's like, and I do my Kegels. I'm doing them now. So like, I was like, are you saying that it's loose? He was like, no. He was like, I didn't even think you would take it like that. How? This how differently men and women think.
You sent me a pussy tightening procedure. I'm thinking it's loose. What do I need to tighten something that's already tight? You don't ask somebody, hey, this jar is really tight. Can you screw it tighter? Like, so what? You want to know?
His reason was, he was like, here's my reason. He was like, I love that right now I'm your only sex partner. Kinda. He was like, that looked like a gif. So he was like, I want you to get this done because he was like, just hear me out. You're going to get that done and your pussy's going to be brand new. It's going to be mine. He was like, so when we're fucking and you be like, tell me that's your pussy, or I'll be like, tell me that's my pussy. He's like, it'll really be mine. He was like, you're going to get it rejuvenated, refreshed, tightened. It's going to be a whole new pussy. And so then I said, well, okay. I said, I'm totally down for getting it done. I'll get it done. At first he said September. Now he wants to move it to May because we're going on this little cute trip. So he's like, oh, no, I want you to get it done in May. And I said, okay, well, if you're going to de-virgitize me again, because I'm basically going to be a virgin again, I want it to be romantic. I want a romantic night out on the town. I really want a prom night, but that's okay. I want a romantic night. I want you to really try
prom
to
night.
Me. And so we're going to relive me losing my virginity through Thermiva.
Is that something that you want to relive?
So
losing your virginity? Because that was painful to me.
Really?
Yes.
It was painful.
It hurt.
I enjoyed the newness of it. I'm about to have a new vagina.
All right, girl. Well, as long as you're excited about it, I can't wait to hear like what it's really like.
Oh,
like the actual procedure, not just the results, but like what does it feel like?
Yeah, like I hope it doesn't hurt. None of the women said it hurts, but sometimes people say things don't hurt, and when I get it done, it does hurt. Like when people be like, I had my tongue pierced, and so many people were like, it doesn't hurt, and I got my tongue pierced, and I was like, why is
it hurts
y'all
when
lying?
I bite that shit?
Yeah, or tattoos. It don't hurt. It hurts.
The tattoo didn't hurt me so bad, but I only had one.
I'll be crying.
It was just uncomfortable, but Oh my goodness. Okay, so aside from vaginal rejuvenation, I have been trying to get to a point where I can figure out some new things that I want to try. I feel like I'm constantly asking people, and I don't think I've tried everything under the sun at all, but I don't know, maybe just my creativity is limited right now. I feel like I've done so many things. So I've been trying to figure out new things to do. And this one isn't so different, but I do have a cocktail later about something I tried one day before today.
And it's so funny because now that I'm looking at the show notes and it's like we're going over new things. I'm like, oh, this should be a cocktail. I'm like, I went to another sex club and that's new to me.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Like
Where?
I went in Houston and
Okay.
I was super nervous, and I also didn't know. They should let
Naturally.
people know beforehand that when you sign up to, you know how you always have to register and like become a member, like Trapeze, you do it. But the club in Houston, I can't remember the name of it. We went to two different ones. We pulled up to one and I was like, absolutely not. We asked the security outside, like, what's it looking like inside? He was like, dog, there's 3 couples in there and them girls is trash. I was like, baby, we are not going in there. And it was in a shopping center. And I was like, no, and there was no sign outside. I was like, what they're doing in there is probably illegal. They're probably kidnapping bitches. No. So we went to another one that was like 20 minutes away. And when you register, they basically form you into like a kind of like an app. Like an app where you can connect with all the other members. I don't like that. I started getting emails from people and messages from people on Instagram, and I was like, baby, I registered us. He didn't register himself. Like, I just didn't. I was like, are you kidding me? So I didn't like
You
that.
need a Finsta.
Oh, like fake pictures?
Or I just would, yeah.
Oh.
I would have just made up an Instagram.
I should have did that. Because
Or
they got
whatever,
me.
but
Now
okay.
I'm like, y'all niggas. You know, sex clubs are hit or miss. I wouldn't say this was top tier. But we did have a good time. And this girl started like dancing for us. And I don't know if I should share the story or make it a cocktail later. You know what I'm saying? I'll just share it. This girl came. She was dancing on the pole. And she was actually really good. I was like, babe, isn't she good? He was like, nah, she really ain't that good. I was like, she's good. So we're sitting there looking at her dance. And then I turned around and start like kissing him. And she came over to talk to me. And I'm very big on like being fair and clear. Like, if you're going to mess with me, you're going to mess with him. So if you're not okay with that, then step aside, ma'am. And she was like, can I eat your pussy? And I was like, oh. And so I looked at Babe and I was like, how do you feel? And then he was like, let's go. And so we went into one of the rooms and she wanted to do it out in public, but Babe wasn't ready for that. So we went into one of the rooms and, you know, it didn't really go how I wanted our first threesome to go because she started eating my pussy and he was like, well, I don't have a condom, so I'm not going to, you know, no sex is going to be happening. And I was like, perfect. But then she like took her skirt off. And
Did you eat her pussy?
No, babe.
Why?
I was looking at him. I was laying on my back and I was looking at him and he was mouthing something and I didn't know what he was mouthing. And she kind of had like a loose booty. Long story short, he was like, when we left the room, he was like, that thing was stanky. And I was like, and so we just wanted to stop the whole thing. And I felt so bad that I paid her because I was not going to tell her what
You paid
we
her?
were stopping. I did. I was just like, I'm so sorry. Like, And then I was like, babe, is this rude? He was like, no, because I want her to leave us alone. It was just not how we wanted it to go. But so there was that.
You tried it.
We tried it. I guess each time you try, it gets better.
I don't know, girl, because
And then
I
when
ain't
she
been
came
back.
into the light, like, she just wasn't a cute girl.
Oh, damn. Were you drunk already?
We had already been drinking.
Damn.
We were taking shots.
So
and I was kinda
you had your
nervous.
drunk goggles on and
And then Lieutenant Bay wouldn't take his pants off, and she kept saying, "Why won't you take your pants off?" You know, he's in law enforcement. He was like, "These bitches not about to rob me." He was like, "And I grabbed your purse," and he was just so alert. And so I think we just need to go to a more ritzier sex club, like the one in New York. It's just, I just think it'll be hard to find, but it was something new and it was fun, and that was the first time we did that together, and I was really shocked by his openness.
Yeah. Well, maybe, next time, maybe you'll find one. Maybe y'all can go to one whenever you go on your trip, wherever that is. Maybe they'll have something like that. Or maybe you'll just meet somebody somewhere.
That's what I hope happens. But then did you hear about that guy who was trying to meet a girl off Instagram at the Hampton over here in Buckhead, and he got shot? Like, she set him up?
No.
Terrifying. I was like, dang, you can't even set up a threesome no more.
You sure can't. It's difficult out here. So good luck to everybody who's looking for that. I'll save my story for another day because it's already getting kind of late. But I do have a cocktail that I'm going to share about the new thing that I tried. And so I'll tell y'all about that later. But we can go ahead and move on to Indecisive Diane.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey ladies, it's me, Diane, and let you listen to something. Do you hear the relaxation sounds of water building a bubble bath? Yeah, that's what I want you to do this week. Take a moment for yourself. Run a hot bubble bath, have a glass of wine or a shot of Hennessy, however your day went, and enjoy time by yourself. You can do it. Bye, ladies.
Okay, and we are back from Indecisive Diane, and it's time for the advice. Make sure if you would like to ask us a question on the show, you email us askcocktails@gmail.com, and maybe we'll read it on the show. Okay, first one. What would you do if you were attracted to a man and really wanted to have sex with him, but he happens to be married? His wife is very attractive too. Since the most respectful thing to do would be to have a threesome, but you aren't sure if they're into that, how would you go about approaching the wife about it?
Ooh, approaching the wife about it. That's... Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That was the end.
That, I don't know how I would feel about approaching the wife about it. That's bold, because you're attracted to the man and you want to be with the man. You said that first, and you're just like, but his wife is attractive too. I feel like you got.
I mean, I wonder how you know them, because it's not like you had to have either seen them online or you know them. Maybe they're friends of friends. Maybe y'all work together or something. I think if you want to approach them about a threesome, the best thing to do, you got to catch them out. You can't do that just being on Instagram or something like that, because that's just, it's not going to work out. I think you
really make. Oh, go ahead.
I just think that you really have to be careful with that, because she could get very offended. You don't know what kind of issues you could cause. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't even say I want to have a threesome. I would just be flirty with him. But you have to catch them out in the real world. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I don't want to tell you to try and track him down, but the chances of you reaching out to his wife and being like, I want to fuck you and your husband, I don't think that's going to go over well. I don't think so at all. If anything, you should, if you're going to try to do something online, because I'm assuming that's where you've seen these people, you should just flirt with her. Don't be following her husband. Just follow her. Flirt with her and see how she responds.
With it first.
Yeah, because otherwise.
And if she is flirty with you, then girl, you in that thing. Start going on,
she might ask you
drinks. Yeah. And then after y'all hung out a little bit, start a group chat with both of them if you have both of their phone numbers. And then I feel like when you start that group chat with a husband and a wife, they know what's up.
Yeah. Because it's like, bitch, why the fuck are you texting my husband? And why did you put us in a group chat? This is not sister wives. If I didn't want that. You know what I mean? But that's going to be tough,
if she
girl.
started the group chat with the husband and the wife and then they both just left. You know how you can see when somebody leaves a group chat?
Yeah, that would be embarrassing. Good luck to you, girl, but I don't know. The odds ain't really in your favor. Sorry.
Tell us how it goes, because we could be wrong. It might work out.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us.
It might.
All right, next one.
I hope you don't get in trouble.
Please help a sister out. Hey, ladies. I've been listening since last year, and I am now a patron. I love you guys so much and have been waiting to write an advice for a while now. This is my dilemma. I have been fucking this guy for about 9 months. Everything seemed great at first chemistry. Fine, a Capricorn like me, so our sex is amazing. But no. Okay, but OFC, what is OFC?
I don't know. I'm not that young. I don't be knowing what these acronyms mean.
Okay, but OFC,
of course,
it was,
of course, but of course, it was too good to be true.
A couple dates in, he finally admitted he had a kid on the way with his ex, but claimed they had nothing to do with each other. And my naive ass believed him, shaking my head. Well, fast forward 5 months in, we are together now. And his gremlin-looking baby mama hits me up, talking crazy, trying to get dragged. So I bring it to my man. He claims she's crazy and she just wants him back. I believe him once again, because why would he fuck a creature after he's had me, right? Whole time, he was fucking her and tried denying it. Now, I don't know what to do. He claims he's in love with me and refuses to let me leave. Claims he was only trying to work things out with her for the baby. And he hates her. Of course, bullshit, I know. And now I don't know what to do. I feel like a drug addict about that dick. Please help me. Sincerely, Dick Dumb.
All right, ma'am. So look, first of all, I don't think you need to be calling his baby mama a gremlin and a creature and all that. That's very disrespectful. And at the end of the day, if you decide to stay in this relationship, which is what it's sounding like, and she has this baby, he has this kid, and she's gonna be around forever. It's not no 18 years, nothing. She's gonna be around till she dies. So there's no need for you to start off having issues with her when that woman didn't do anything to you. The problem you should have is with him. And from what you said in the letter, he's been lying to you the whole time. He told you all these lies about how they weren't together. The truth is, he wants to have his cake and eat it too. And you need to get out of this situation before you end up being baby mama number 2, because that's not the club that you want to join. And I think you just need to leave it alone. You already got issues with the woman based off of him lying to you, and you just need to remind yourself of that, because it's easy to feel that way, but it's like, okay, let me have a reality check with the woman in the mirror, because he is the problem. He's lying. You don't know what he's telling her, and why she's still there. They have a kid together, and if he was trying to work it out, why is he trying to work it out when he's in a relationship with you? That's not cool, and you want better for yourself, and you do.
I realize why I thought that I read this before, and it's because a lot of y'all send in messages like this where you really know what you should do, because you'll say what's going on and then you'll be like, but I know. And then when you said something in here where you said he claims he's in love with you and he refuses to let you leave. No, sis. You're refusing to leave. Unless he actually has you barricaded in a room and chained to the bed, that's like refusal to let someone leave. He is telling you lies, and you are choosing to believe them. And yes, we've all been there, because I know you're probably hearing this like, fuck y'all. No. We've all been there before. You do some dumb shit. I've never been in this exact situation, but I have been in a situation where somebody had a kid. I knew I didn't want to date somebody who had a kid at that time in my life, and I just ghosted the nigga. It wasn't a responsible way to leave him alone, but I also knew I just didn't want to deal with it. When baby stuff and baby mama stuff plays a part, that's a forever thing. And you don't ever want to disrespect nobody's child or the mother of their child. It just creates a toxic relationship. If not for you and the man, for his family, because that is his family.
Yeah.
You need to get the step in.
Yeah.
It's time.
You really do. It is time. Well, good luck, girl. I hope you make the right decision. Yeah, good luck. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's it for the advice, and it's time to move on to the cocktails. If you guys have a cocktail you want to share on the show, email it to us, cocktails.atl@gmail.com. Maybe we'll read it on the show.
But if you ain't got a buck, I won't cover. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so it's nothing. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
Okay, so I have one. So like I said, I've been going on these dates, trying something new. I went on a date with this guy and wasn't sure how it was going to go, but I like that from the jump, he really just took charge. He didn't, what you doing me to death. He had a plan and he was ready to go like ASAP. And so I was like, I like that. I like an assertive man. So we go have dinner at this place. Dinner was excellent. I tried some new things while I was there. I'd been there before, but tried some new things, and we were just talking, and the conversation was good. The restaurant had been closed for a while, and we were still in there talking. So I wasn't really ready to go, and neither was he. So he was like, well, there's another place nearby. It's right downstairs from here. We can go have drinks. So we go down there, but they were closed. So we ended up going to the Cheetah. So we go to the good old classic Cheetah to have a couple more drinks before we go home. So we get there Yeah, girl. What's closed in Atlanta? If it's closed, it's closed down.
Wow.
Aren't they closed on Sundays? I think they're closed on Sunday, but
okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. They're closed on Sunday, but they're open. So we went, and it was cool. We're having drinks. We're continuing to talk. And I had on my little special necklace, And so I guess he's noticed it in my pictures, and I had it on. And so he grabs it. And he was like, what is this necklace? Like, what's in here? And then I automatically assume he does a lot of cocaine, because now, ever since I've seen that show, that's all I think. I think when people think it's something in the necklace, you think I have drugs in there. So I had to let him know, there's nothing in there. I didn't want to say, it's a toy or it's a battery in this bitch. But I was just like, oh, it's something in there. So he's turning around, and I was like, well, telling him about it. And so he's looking at it. And as he turns it, he pushes the button. So he's just kind of like, what? And I was just like, so he was like, so what is this? I said, it's what you think it is, So he was like, hey, you just wear this? I said, I mean, you never know, like, when you could use it. And so we're all leaned in and stuff talking. Y'all, he took that necklace off of my neck, put the little thing around his wrist, took it, and slid it under the table and up my dress. The dress was barely a sheet anyway. And I was just like, I never did this before, but this feels all right. The next thing I know, I'm kind of leaning back in the seat. You know how they have like those wide ass, like, I don't know what they're called, but those big chairs, big leather chairs. So I'm all leaning back, and it was feeling a little too good. He was like, you ready to go? I was like, But then we went outside. And so this is something I know I need to work on. Y'all ain't got to tell me. I know I do. But he instantly annoyed me, because he was like, we're waiting on the valet. And he was like, do you want to go home, or do you want to come to my place? But before he asked me that, there was a car sitting outside. This man was trying to argue me about what type of car it was. And I mean, I didn't go back and forth, because I instantly thought about that bonus episode I did with Marcus and about argumentative women. So I was trying not to go back and forth, but I knew I was right. He tried to tell me the car was a Rolls Royce. I know what the fuck a Rolls Royce looks like, and I know what a Bentley looks like. It was a Bentley. It had the B with the wings on it. So I'm just like, he's annoying. And I was like, I just want to go home. Take me home. And so that's what I did. And I ain't giving none.
Are you going to talk to him anymore or no?
Yeah, I did. I went on some more dates with him. It's fine. But I was just like, don't be arguing with me about stuff I know. But I just had to, it was so hard for me to just keep the Virgo in me chained up, because I knew he was wrong. But I didn't say anything, but it turned me off, and my pussy dried right up, and I went home and went to sleep. And that was the end of that. And got my hair braided the next day.
All I want to know is, did you order the macaroni and cheese at the Cheetah?
I didn't eat because we had just had dinner.
Oh, that's right.
And I was already stuffed. And that dress, the whole dress was sheer. I got to wear it again because I can get a picture that night. The whole dress was sheer, so I could not be getting a food baby.
Oh, I got one of those right now. Okay, next one. This says, the subject line says, no cocktail fail. So in other words, this is a cock fail. Hey, besties. So straight to it. I'm 34 and married with 2 kids. So between after school activities with 2 kids and a husband that works overnight, I'm getting little action. I'm such a light sleeper with my husband gone, and it's been storming a lot in the South, and the rain makes me horny. So I'm awoken by a thunderstorm at 3 a.m. So what is there left to do? I looked up some porn and played with myself, hoping I would go back to sleep. No sleep in sight 30 minutes later, around 2. I said, let me add a toy. I grabbed it. When I tell y'all it was dead. That happens to me all the fucking time. I said, fuck.
That would be me.
I'll charge it for a few minutes and scroll through some more porn. But you about to be tired. A few minutes later, I unplugged my toy, then tried it again. No luck. I assumed it was broken.
Damn.
I threw it in the trash. And I took care of myself the same way I did in the first round. It's now 5 a.m. God damn. And I'm ready to go back to sleep. My alarm is set for 7 a.m. for work. Let me try to get a little nap in right now, right? As soon as I close my eyes, I hear a vibration in the trash. The egg just started going off on its own. Thank God there was a thunderstorm. It was loud. Y'all, the toy would not cut off. I was like, it's not going to stay on long. The battery shouldn't be that charged up. I wrapped it in a towel to stop the vibrations, anything, so I could go to sleep. An hour later, I finally decided to hide it in my garage. Still wrapped in a towel in the farthest corner. My vibrator was possessed, y'all. Needless to say, I had a long Friday night. I probably should have used that possessed vibrator one last time since I never went back to sleep. I guess I will just pop me some she-orgasms and await the arrival of my taste vitamins. So as soon as my husband is off, he can be in for the sweet surprise. And make me forget why I even had that possessed ass vibrator. Thanks for the codes, besties. Mama in need of cock. Sent from my iPhone, and make sure y'all use all the codes.
Okay. Oh my goodness, that's a funny story. Damn,
that was funny though.
I know about them possessed vibrators. One almost burned my pussy off, but you know, thank God. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in again. Please make sure that you check the description box for all the promo codes. Check those products out to help support us. We really appreciate it. Make sure you are subscribed to Patreon. We have new bonus episodes every single Monday. It's just patreon.com/CockTales. And not subscribe, but follow us on Instagram. We are at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
And I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the drive. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.